Good afternoon from the Great Smoky Mountains. It's Ryan.
And Brie.
And Micah.
As we take a slight right, heading to Cades Cove. Goal in this video is to do the entire 11-mile loop as we do our best to try to spot some different black bears, perhaps some deer, maybe some turkey. We'll see what wildlife we can spot. And I'll tell you one thing we definitely will see, as we're already seeing it right now, is some fall foliage.
Because it is the second to last week of No Vehicle Wednesday. So we are into September and we already have all the fall leaves coming down. So it's going to be really pretty to see some of the colors.
So our plan is to show you all of the beautiful fall colors starting to come in here at Cades Cove and just go for a nice relaxing bike ride. So we invite you to join us. Without further ado, let the adventure begin. As we work our way to Cades Cove, I always love this little tunnel that you go through on your way in and way out. The question is, to honk or not to honk?
Honk.
I guess it's a honk. The truck says that it's 75 degrees outside. Let's see what it says once we park, because it does feel much cooler than 75. So as we pass by the Cades Cove campground on the left, we could go straight. Probably find a parking spot up ahead, but we're gonna take a left and park down here at the campground store. So we are arriving just a little bit past 4. There are a number of parking spots. We're gonna come up here to the store because it will probably be closed when we make it back. And I don't know if this is new or I've just never seen it before, but they have these I Biked the Loop, Cades Cove, Great Smoky Mountains National Park. So these are $15 and I am looking forward to seeing some fall colors and biking the loop. When I told Micah that they'll be closing down at 5, he goes, "Oh man, we're gonna miss the ice cream." I said, "No worries, we're gonna be going to a place for dinner, perhaps, that will have some really fun ice cream." We're checking out the clearance rack, which they have the old style I Biked the Loop shirt. Micah has actually not gotten one yet. He's trying to decide between green or blue. What do you think?
I don't know.
Can't decide? He went with the green. Are you excited to go do some biking?
Yeah.
Let's go do it. So Brie is going to be utilizing her trike, which has already gotten some compliments, and Micah is excited to try out this new APAS bike that we recently got, that we've been testing out, that he has loved. It's not what you'll see, which is a nice looking bike. Well, you'll probably hear him every once in a while. What will you probably hear? So if you hear that, that is Micah letting you know he is coming with his sweet new ride. He should be able to do the entire 11-mile loop with no issues, not worried about running out of electricity on this bike. You ready?
Yeah.
I'll be right behind you. Go ahead. So we are getting started at about 4:30. We'll see what time we get back, as we got a little flag football game going on here with some of the campers. We've got the end of the trail where we'll end up. The weather is so wonderful right now. Feels fantastic. So our girls decided to continue to work on some schoolwork so they can come do something fun with us on Friday. They wanted to get ahead. Let's walk our bikes from here. Micah rode his bike up and is helping his mom push the trike up this little trail to the start. And again, we are here on a No Vehicle Wednesday. Only bikes and pedestrians are allowed on the loop. We have started our 11-mile loop, and I see some turkey down in the field where the horses are. Oh, the weather is really nice. I think it said about 72 degrees when we got out of our car. There goes Micah. We've gotten a little bit of rain recently, but not a whole lot. Otherwise, it's been pretty dry out here in the mountains. Hopefully the cooler weather that we have right now will get some of the animals out and about. See a bunch of horses in the field over here to the right. We were thinking about hopping off the trail to the John Oliver cabin, but Micah wants to keep going, so maybe we'll make a different stop up ahead. As I look up at the mountains, I just see little bits of color starting to pop through. See somebody taking photographs. I'm not sure if they see something in the field or they're just taking photos of the mountain. Let me get you guys a little closer and see what's going on. It wasn't a bear. It turns out it was just some butterflies out and about here in the cove. You want me to take the lead? Okay. Micah prefers if I'm up front. Such a beautiful day. So thankful to be out here, have the ability to be out here moving around and enjoy God's creation. What a blessing. Here comes Brie on her trike. Sometimes I do think my kids aren't growing up in a traditional neighborhood. We live out in the country. Where our neighbors, we're really spread out. And so they don't have the experience of getting home from school and going out and riding your bike around. But I will say, he is doing something that I did not have at his age, being out here on an 11-mile loop, which is a very neat experience to do. Got lots of leaves on the ground over here as we come up to the Methodist Church. We could take a left down this road on Hyatt Lane and it would make it an 7-mile loop. We come up to the Missionary Baptist Church. And Bree's asking, where's the Pearl Harbor tree? She's actually never been to it. We'll show you where it is up ahead. Got a little bit of fall colors around the church. It'll be really pretty once we start peaking next month. Oh, I think I see the Smoky Mountain hiker. I don't know if they're eating something or just hanging around, but really neat to see all these guys out. All right, can we get back on the road? Very pretty. All right, let's keep going on the loop here. I would try to zoom in, but there are some turkey out in the field. It'll be a little hard to see. They're blending in with the grass very well. Just heard something fall in the woods. Might have just been a tree. Oh yeah, I can see the turkey a little better from up here. I love this view. It never gets old. So we've stopped and are having a little drink and snack break and are just admiring the view. And as I said before, all these little bits of fall colors in the mountains off in the distance. It's a little bit overcast right now, so the video is not going to do it justice. It is beautiful with little bits of fall sneaking their way in here at Cades Cove. If you are enjoying this video, and if you haven't yet, simply drop a like down below. We'll try to get out here and do some more Cades Cove videos in the future. So from the parking lot we just stopped at, Brie was interested in seeing the Pearl Harbor tree, which is right around the corner at this little rock over here to the right. So Brie has actually never been to the Pearl Harbor tree. We've been back here numerous times, but she wanted to come take a look at it. Yeah, Micah said, it's not that bad. I was just really tired last time we did it. Now he's running up, but I'll hold your hand. So it's a little bit slick with the rain we just got. So I have the sign saying, hey, please don't put anything on the tree itself. But there is this original tag that Goldman Myers transplanted this tree on December 7th, 1941. So the same day Pearl Harbor was attacked, came over here and put this tree in the ground. Thus the reason why it's called the Pearl Harbor tree. So I just looked at the clock. It's almost 5:30, so we're about an hour in on the loop. People often ask, how long does it take to do the loop? And it really just depends. You could just fly through the loop and be really quick, or stop at different churches and things like this tree and go at your own pace. You can see the sun is coming out a little bit more up ahead. We still haven't spotted any bears, but there's still a bit of loop left, so perhaps there's some up ahead. I just saw a coyote that just crossed the road in front of us. Let me see if I can switch over to my other camera so I can zoom in. Little guy.
Baby coyote.
Working through the field.
Baby coyote, right there.
Well, I just knew where he was, and all of a sudden he disappeared. This guy's camouflage so well in these fields. So, lost a coyote, but perhaps there's a bear up ahead. There's definitely a lot of people out today. Today is the second to last Wednesday that they have no vehicle Wednesday. Be very careful down this section, Micah. Definitely want to ride the brakes and go really slow down this section. This is the part you want to keep your eyes up because we have seen some bears up in the trees along this little section. How's that bike working out?
Great.
You like it?
I love the horn.
He loves the horn. Let me hear it one more time. Yeah, I can definitely hear you even if I can't see you from a distance. There's a ton of butterflies over here as well. They're all over the place. This was actually where we saw a bear last time. One was right up in that tree and a bunch were in this tree over here. So as we continue on, keep your eyes up. So we've decided to make a restroom stop back here at the Cable Mill Historic Area and Visitor Center. Here's a look at some of the turkeys that are hanging out over here by the restrooms. So we stopped by the restroom and these crows are watching us, everything we're doing. I feel like I'm in a Hitchcock movie or something here. They're just circling us, wanting a snack. Brie just pointed out she's walking out of the restroom. There are a bunch of turkeys. So the visitor center is closed up for the day. Let's see if we can go back here to the mill real quick. Just remember, snakes are active around buildings. Again, they're really attracted to the history of these buildings back here. So we were just discussing how peaceful it would be to live back here. The only downside is no air conditioning in the summer. As we come up here to the mill, this will be very beautiful when all these leaves start to change over the next month. Come back here and get some pretty photos of the mill. Brie wants to go in this building. The danger venomous snakes is making Micah a little bit nervous. You're gonna wait outside? It's where you'd be hanging around to stay warm in the winter. You come over to visit Aunt Becky's house. Back patio. Oh, that's a doorknob on my... Oh, we got another little fireplace back here. It is a little bit tight in here. Here's a look on the other room, and they are ready to get some distance between the potential snakes.
We're ready, let's go.
Let's go. Micah, you can walk up to the mill and actually feel the water over here. I don't know if there's water in it right now. A little bit, and some coins down below. So there's a quick look at the mill here in Cades Cove. I think we gave the animals a little more time closer to sunset. Let's hop back on the bike and continue on the loop. Going through a section with a very steep drop. So it's like everybody's slowing down up here. Some of the volunteers were off their bikes. I don't know if they saw a bear or something. Oh, there he is. He's right there.
Yeah, here's the tag on here.
Looks like he's gonna cross the road. And we officially have some traffic on the road now. And he officially just took over the road. And this is what you call a bear jam on No Vehicle Wednesdays. Got a bunch of park volunteers to help people if there's any issues on their bike, or in situations like this to help encourage people to maintain their distance from the bear.
Straight up the mountain. Anybody thinks they got something with four-wheel drive vehicle?
And he is now getting off the road, so the bikes can continue. So he has worked his way off into the woods. So we're going to continue down the loop road here. So we're letting some of the congestion go by us. We pulled over and I can see the bear again off in the distance. Let me see if I can zoom in. He's very small in the center bottom of your screen, but I'm pretty sure that's the same bear now coming through the woods out into the field. You can see him a little bit better. He's right on that tree line, so it's a little hard to see. There he is. Now you should be able to see him a little better now that he's crossing the field. It's a beautiful day to be here in Cades Cove. We've made it back around to Hyatt Lane, which is where that bear was headed towards. Micah loves this bike. Are you having fun?
Yes.
Good. Cabins over here. Look at that tree down. Massive tree knocked down by the wind. Over here by these cabins. As we're continuing on, that could be our only bear sighting of the day. I guess we'll find out here in just a moment as we're nearing the end of the loop. Just saw some turkeys in the field, but we still have not seen a single deer yet. So I think it's just not late enough in the day to see the deer. Some beautiful fall colors starting to come in out in the field here. Just a little bit, not a lot yet. This is probably the most congested Wednesday that I can recall. Micah just asked me to honk my horn, so I don't think we're gonna be seeing bears if we keep this up. Bree's got her little bell back there. Mike and I have horns. Based on Micah's reaction, I believe we're downwind from the horses at the moment. You smell that? Yep. Yeah, we're in the horse area. We're almost home. So we come back to the water and the campground over here to the right. Oh, we did get a deer. There's some deer over here to the right. Look at these beautiful deer. So pretty. Micah, are you happy with using your bike over the last 11 miles? Thumbs up, definitely a nice little bike. If you're interested in picking this up, I'll put a link to it down below. They are on Amazon if they go on sale, especially for Black Friday or any sales they have. We did 11 miles and you still have a full battery. So we have made it back to the car and Micah has been having a great time on the bike. Did you have a good time, Brie?
Yes, I did. It was beautiful. I love seeing all the animals. It's perfect weather and loved seeing all the leaves starting to change.
I'm so glad that we got to see a bear and we did get to see, you counted 4 deer at the very end here, right by the camp store as Micah's flying by here. Well, we've actually never been here this late. They did close down the bathrooms at 5 o'clock. So that was something we didn't know before. So if you are going to do a later into the evening bike ride, just remember the bathrooms won't be open when you come back at 5.
The other bathrooms are open though, right?
I believe so. The ones that we did stop at.
Yeah.
So a little bit of fall, not a lot. I'd love to come back here and show you some more fall colors and around the national park next month. So we have worked up an appetite. We're gonna go try out a restaurant we've never been to before in Townsend. So we'll put that on a separate video. We'll put a link to down in the description once it is up and running. So until next time, we'll see you on the next adventure. Bye.